Welcome back, everybody, to the Wind Waker HD playthrough. This is part 28. I'm going to be finishing off the Earth Temple, finally, as we go into the boss battle with without Medley, surprisingly. Wow, I thought she was going to back me up and beat this guy up for me. This is already looking really hello. Very goofy, and yes, this boss battle is particularly goofy. I wasn't really a big fan of this just because of the fact that it was weird, but you know, we'll get to that when we get to that. So this is the Protector of the Seal, Jalhala, and this is basically a gigantic Poe made up of many other little Poes, all just shoved together. So like the I'm sorry, the Poes don't actually do that, but the what's it called? The Moblins. They throw their thingies at you, their torches, and this guy sorta does the same thing. But this boss battle is excessively simple. All you gotta do is just point the mirror shield at him for long enough until he gets stunned. Then with the power bracers, wasn't it? We pick him up, throw him into the nearest spiked wall, and he explodes into all of those little Poes that he turned into, or that he was formed into from in the beginning. I can't speak. But yeah, you're only allowed to kill a certain amount of them each time you do it. Then it, you know, automatically reforms back into Jalhala. So he also has this attack where it basically sucks you in and then blows out some fire. This is not particularly difficult to dodge, but again, whoa! I don't know what that was. I think he just, like, tried to body slam me. Yeah, this isn't particularly difficult. It's just, you know, this was my first time doing it, you know? It's just like, I can look back at it and just say, oh, well, you know, in hindsight, because, you know, that's 2020, this is very easy. Alright, so we have to do that one more time. Like I said, you're only allowed to kill a certain amount of them, then it forms back. So it basically does it in a way that you have to do this 3 times in a row. I don't know if getting that heart was 100% necessary, but yeah, dodging he's so slow. Dodging the fire is not that difficult. Oh, that's what he's doing. Okay, when he body slams you, he's doing the Poe possession thing. Possession. I don't know if that's actually a thing. I just made it up. He's possessing you. All right, and there. You gotta be a little bit quicker on the draw there. You just gotta find the nearest light source and just, oh, this time he's blowing. Huh. This time he tries to blow and push you into the spike walls, because, you know, he gets, he's not too happy with you doing that to him. Oh, I don't really have my camera. Oh, I can hear it. I think, did I get him? No. It's just like, I can hear it. I can hear me hitting him, but I can't tell if I've actually stunned him. Oh, there we go. Alright, one more time should do it. Pick him up, throw him into the spike wall. I believe you have to throw him into that vertical spiked wall. The smaller spike walls that rings around the room doesn't count. One more. Oh, the stun time. There we go. And just like that, he's done. That was very simple. Oh, he's back. Or maybe that was Jalhala himself. The mask. Oh, he's getting away. Somebody stop him. Here we go. Sunlight. My good buddy. I just love how it just keels over and dies from the sunlight. It's pretty cool, you know? I mean, I suppose it's a little horrifying, because, you know, the thing literally just died, but it's still pretty cool. Death is cool. Oh, look at me. Alright, I'm so edgy, right? Alright, so with that, finally, now this was completely not necessary. I love how I had to go and get a heart. And a bomb. And then we pick up this. Another heart container! So now we're up to, what is that, 14 hearts? Sweet. You know, I don't think if I remembered at the time, because I did do it earlier in the temple, but I don't think I remembered that you can break the skulls and they'll have free stuff in them. Hey, there's Medley. Now that there's no more giant monster in the room, she's like, oh, hey, I can come in, huh? Thanks! Thanks for taking care of that little problem, Link. Alright, so together they, I don't know, they just sort of do musical stuff. And then that gives power to the Master Sword. Also, if you notice, Link is actually moving the Wind Waker conductor baton in the exact same directions that you would do to play, you know, the Earth God's lyric. Was it down, down, left, right, down, something like that? I don't remember it off the top of my head, but this is really cool. I like that song, you know, it's pretty awesome. And now, with that magical music, now we've got more power into the Master Sword. Not fully there yet, but apparently it's so powerful that the wings had to, like, stretch out of the crossguard. It's pretty neat. There's one last step, though, before it comes to true Master Sword. Oh, okay, well, sorry, we have the fake Master Sword right now. Alright. Yeah, we were told that, unfortunately. We were told that. So, yeah, you gotta go to the Wind Temple. Yeah, we were told that. Alright, sounds, just as easy as this was. Probably not. Okay, well, what? Okay, well, I guess now she's just, like, resigned to this fate where she's just, like, stuck here in the Earth Temple forever. Well, that's depressing. Can't you, I don't know. I don't understand how this all works, you know? I'm not too familiar with the Ocarina of Time or anything, so, you know, I just, like... I don't know if they actually had to stay inside of the places for the rest of their lives. I'm going to assume that, yes, that was a thing. That just seems really depressing to me, though. Alright, so, now, Medley is going to stay there in the Earth Temple with her ancestor, the ninja legend, Laruto herself. And now we're warping out of here because we're not confined to such things. Okay, so now we're going, where we go? There was something that we had to do first before actually going to the Wind Temple. Let me see. Oh, okay, yeah. So, you know, like I said, since the beginning of this playthrough, I've been following a walkthrough. And, that's basically been helping me figure out what to do next and where to go and how to collect everything. Once again, 100% playthrough going on here. So first we have to go to any main island, and we have to check a post box. So I just decided, you know, what better main island to warp to than Outset Island. Alrighty. Yeah, the post box is dancing. He's got stuff ready for us. He's so excited that he has a letter for us. Cash on delivery. Oh, that's not okay. Okay. Oh, hey. Oh, so this is the, yeah, this is the part-timer guy that we helped back at Dragon Roost Island. The one that was very impressed by our 25-letter sort. You've been doing some pretty amazing stuff. Yep. I'd say so. You know? Getting the Sage of Earth back, you know, getting the Master Sword, going to fight Ganondorf. Yeah, pretty important stuff. Alright, thanks again, boss. Baito. Alright. And then he gives us a red... So that was really weird. I wasn't really 100% on that. The fact that we had to pay 10 rupees to view the letter, and then he gives us 20. So we basically just made 10 rupees. Why didn't he just send us, like, a blue rupee or something? Or is it yellow? It's yellow, isn't it? Yellow's the 10 one. Blue's 5. No? Wait. Red. No? We just got red. Ah, I'm so confused. Anyway, so yeah, now we gotta do just a couple of quick things before we actually go to the place of Wind. And while I'm going off to get, spoilers, a silver rupee and a piece of heart, I really wanted to just finish up the information, finally, because, you know, we're on part 28 here, and I'm still reading the information. Still on the Wind Waker HD article on Wikipedia in the post-release section under reception. Continuing where I left off, it also says, IGN's Jose Otero said that the game looks great. Andrew Fitch of Electronic Gaming Monthly claimed that the game enhances the already excellent Wind Waker visuals with HD flair. I agree. And the story of Wind Waker HD was met with positive reactions. Both Otero and Nintendo World Report's Neil Ronigan stated that the story was memorable. Marston Gaston of GameSpot, what's that, said that the game is filled with great moments. Wind Waker HD's audio was met positively. Gaston called it evocative, and Rickert said that it keeps with the tradition of memorable Zelda tunes. Michael Damiani of Game Trailers noted that the audio enhances the experience of the combat. The combat also received generally positive reactions. Ronigan called it simple yet fun, while Otero called it the best feature of the game. Damiani said that the combat is fast and frantic. And finally, the final section of the entire article, sales, says that the game's first week sales in Japan were 30,000 physical copies. In the week following the release of the Wind Waker HD, sales of the Wii U console increased by 685% in the UK. Good God. As of June 30th, 2015, it has worldwide sales of 1.57 million units. All done with all that information that I was meant to read. And, you know, I think, didn't I say at some point that I wanted to just kind of, like, break it up into pieces so that, like, I had stuff to read every so often? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so, did I already get the, oh no, okay, so I'm now going to get the Piece of Heart here. So we had to go to Five Eye Reef to get the sunken treasure from the treasure chart. And we got the, that was treasure chart number 12. We got the silver rupee from that. This is treasure chart number 20 near Bomb Island. And that's a Piece of Heart. And that's the fourth piece. That's 15 hearts. That's a lot of hearts, man, I'm telling you. That is a lot of hearts. Alright. So now we move on to the next portion of the story. Because we're not, we're, like, in terms of doing side quest stuff, we're pretty done, actually. There isn't really anything else. Actually, no, I'm sorry, there's a couple of things, possibly. Yeah, I think there's, like, a couple of things left. And then there's a rather huge thing, which is, I don't really want to call it a side quest as much as it's getting 100% in this playthrough. Yeah, so that's... Aside from that, you know, we're doing the story stuff. Alright, so we just went to Windfall Island so that we can move up north, I believe. Should have been one sector north, and we gotta go to... What's it called again? Gale Isle, that's it. And this is where the iron boots are gonna come in handy. If me putting them on a button didn't already, like, telegraph that, you know? So, alright, so here we are with the, these trees, man. Good God. What a life they live. And of course, I had to pick up that DARP. You know, I was, you know, when I was looking at this, I was thinking, how is it possible that these trees haven't broken yet? Look at that. They're practically just being pushed horizontally. It's just, how did they not rip apart? Or rip out of the ground, or anything? This is pretty insane. Hurricane force winds just constantly hitting these palm trees. And how do those palm trees even grow if there's just wind constantly blowing them like that? Too many questions. Not enough answers. I love how I did that. I pulled out the skull hammer and I hit it on the backside. Whoops. I wasn't even facing it. Alright. So in we go. Boy, this looks familiar. Okay. And there we go. I wonder what I have to do now. And this is the Wind God's aria, sorry. Wind God's aria? Wouldn't that mean, What's his name? The guy that we got the Wind Waker from, or taught us how to use the Song of Wind. Hello. Out of nowhere. Alright, so, just like before, this is one of the 7 sages that were established in Ocarina of Time. This is, Fado. Or Fado? Fado. I think Fado sounds more... Like, it sounds more like a, I don't know, an elven name, I guess? Fado? So, whatever. Let's call him like that. I love his civilian pose here. You know, it's just like the generic pose, like when you're 3D modeling, like a character. Now, I think we've seen this instrument before, perhaps during some sort of second chapter. Yeah, I already know how it works. We did it with Medley. Nothing surprising anymore. Oh, I see. Well, that's interesting. The king actually did stuff? Whoa. Alright. So, as mildly depressing as that is, because, you know, when you think about it, Ganondorf literally killed all of the 7 sages. And, of course, we get to meet 2 of them. But, aside from that, yeah, that's pretty depressing, you know? Alrighty. You know, though I wonder... Oh, hello. That was very rude. You know, I'm a guest here. You shouldn't treat your guests like this, Mr. Cannon Ship guy. Alright. Although, so, like I was saying, I do wonder if each of the sages actually would have lived forever if not for, you know, Ganondorf killing them all. Yeah, because it's... What is it? They kept saying, you know, Laruto and Fado both said, that was an interesting song that I just played. I'm doing everything wrong. I want, because they said that, you know, even though they are already dead, they've been staying there and praying or whatever. But I wonder if them staying there while they were alive, just staying there forever, would have made them immortal. Maybe, maybe not. You know, again, you know, I'm not too well versed into the lore of the Zelda universe. But anyway, we got to go to the Forest Haven so that we can find the Wind God's descendant. And of course, because this guy was actually a Kokiri himself, Fado, turns out that we're gonna have to find somebody who was actually part of the, part of the ancient Kokiris, and by that I mean they're now the Koroks. And, yeah, you know, I kind of messed up a little bit here. I think, yeah, I actually went through with this, this mess-up that I did. And, I kind of just went this way. And I actually ended up going into the Forest Haven, although I do cut it here, yeah. And, because I had to come back. And, yeah, we were supposed to go right here to the music notes. The very colorful music notes that are very obvious coming out of this waterfall that I didn't notice the first time. Actually, I think I did notice them, but it's just, I didn't know, I didn't realize 100% where I was supposed to go. Anyway, like I said, you know, it to some extent, the walkthrough that I have isn't very accurate, or not accurate, but it's just like, it doesn't explain things well enough. Anyway. Hey, how's it going? It's, Stinky Bottom. Makar, that was it. I actually forgot his name. Yeah, the little stinker that we had to go save from, you know, the second boss. I love that he doesn't even realize that he's playing so loudly that people can hear him from outside of the waterfall. Are you a maestro? That was an interesting question. That does make me feel kind of guilty, you know? It's just like pulling out the Wind Waker and then, you know, playing this song that will, like, activate their memories. It's just that you're not even telling them this beforehand. You're just like, here, listen to this song! Do-do-do-do-do-do! Why does it feel like I already know this song? I wonder why. Yeah, there he is. No, ooh! What is this surprise? surprise him. I don't know why anything surprises him at this point, honestly. And yeah, once again, look, he's doing it in the exact directions for the Wind God Zarya's. Up, 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 down, left, right, left. Or was it right, left, right? One of the... What the... Where is that coming from? What was that? That was so weird and creepy. Alrighty. Now suddenly he knows everything. Hooray. This is like, you know, that's actually kind of convenient though, in that sense. Where it's just like, you know, you don't have to explain anything to them. You just play this song for them and suddenly they know everything that has happened so far. Alrighty. So, just like with Medley... Man, I am really messing up here. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, when I was on Outset Island and I got the, you know, that letter, that's where I had stopped in that particular recording session, you know, when I beat Jahala. But, after that, I hadn't played the game in 3 months. So you're literally watching me play this game after 3 months and looking like a complete idiot. Yeah, that's why I keep messing up with the songs. And, I don't know, I guess I messed up with the combat with the Boko Baba. But, you know, we'll pick it up. Also, yeah, I tilted the camera because that's where Makar is. Right at the head of the ship. Right on top of the King of Red Lion's head. Just like, with Medley, she was on the ship. But at least she was sitting, like, on the side of the ship rather than on the King of Red Lion's head. Whatever. What are you gonna do? It's just... Because it was funny, because, you know, I didn't see him while we were sailing away. But I could hear his little, you know, his little clicky, clicky, clicky movements. And I was like, wait, where is he? So I just started spinning the camera around. And I was like, oh, there he is, on the head. Amazing. I don't see him now. Is he there? Maybe he jumped off. Alrighty. So yeah, as was the case with Medley, we have to do stuff with Makar in this dungeon, which involves, of course, doing the command melody and also picking him up, just like with Medley. Unfortunately, Medley's more interesting character. Makar is just like some guy that got kidnapped. Don't judge me! Alright. There we go. Finally we got it. Although I think... Yeah! What that... I don't know why that happened! I was literally right in front of this gigantic stone slab that wants me to play the Wind God Zarya, and it did not count. There we go. Why did I have to do that twice? Game's bugged. 0 out of 10. Alright. There we go. So just like with the Earth Temple, boom. These big stone slabs then shatter when we play the Wind God Zarya, and then of course, or we have Makar do it instead. I don't know why there can't just be some command to make him do that instead, rather than having to, you know, pull out the Wind Waker baton and then, you know, do the actual Wind God Zarya, and then have him play the Wind God Zarya too. Whatever. Anyway, here we are. This is the Wind Temple. Alright, so, you know, I might as well just get this out there now. I found this temple a million times more annoying than the Earth Temple ever was. I don't know, it's just the Earth Temple was a lot simpler than this. Anyway, the Wind Temple introduces this fancy new mechanic with these springs here. At some point, we're going to have to use the iron boots and weigh down those springs, which will then, once we take them off, will spring us up into the air, and we have to use that to our advantage. And there's quite a number of Wizrobes in this dungeon, where they are much more annoying than they were previously in this game. So far, I mean. Alright, so our first usage of the command melody for this session, as well as for Makar. Here we go. He moves very, very slowly, and he has trouble getting down steps. It's annoying. I think the walkthrough even told me at specific points, you probably should pick him up and take him to where he needs to go, because he moves extremely slowly. But yeah, this is his thing here. Basically, he plants seeds, and wherever there's a pile of dirt with a hole in the middle, sort of like an anthill, I guess. And then you just throw a seed in there, and boom. Trees come out, and then magical stuff happens, because, you know, magic. You don't gotta explain anything. Boom. Alright. You know, I kind of wish that Makar could open up the chest, too. That would be so funny. Alright, so that was for some free money. Now, some people might think that free money, or, I'm sorry, money in general, at this point in the game, is pretty useless. Well, there is a few things that we need to spend money on left. One of which... Oh, hello. Another Stalfos just jumping out of the ground. One of which is particularly expensive, although not really as much as it was in the original Wind Waker. They made it cheaper. But that's not nearly as much money as, of course, as we can hold, because now we can hold 5,000 rupees. I love how I just randomly swung in and hit him. That was pretty nice. And, but in terms of money, it's extremely useful because of the magic, what is it, the magic armor? Magic shield? Whatever that thing was that we got from, Zunari. And it was, basically the thing where, I'm just gonna, you know, spoil it now, I guess. Not really a spoiler. But I used it later on in the playthrough. And basically you just put it onto a button, like, you know, the bombs or the arrows or the skull hammer. And that'll activate it. You just press it once and it just activates for however long until you press the button again. And that will make you take literally 0 damage. I really wish I knew what I was doing here. Literally 0 damage. And instead dropping money. And of course we have 5,000 rupees. Most of that we will not need to spend. So the magic armor comes in handy with all that money. Look at all that money. I feel like that's an inside reference that I should explain probably in the next video, because I'm not really gonna have enough time here. We're almost done for this. But yeah, of course, just like Medley, Makar can fly, which is useful. Really wish Link can do that. I almost called him Wink. Wink. Why did I don't even know where that came from. Which I really wish Link could do. Oh, that's probably where it came from. So yeah, I was, apparently I was testing out how that works, and then I had a time skip because I was just, like, sitting there doing nothing. I was just like, ooh, this is so fancy. Sounded like James from Pokemon there. Ooh! I forget what episode that's from. Pretty sure that was when they were dressing up as the, what's it called? Gonguro girls? Where, you know, they had, like, the blonde wigs and the tan skin. Anyway, that's it for this part of the Wind Waker HD playthrough. Join me in part 29, where we'll be doing more stuff in the very annoying, as you will see, increasingly in annoyance, difficulty Wind Temple. See you all next time.